Yeah, we can watch the new Tov.
Hey guys.
I'm sure I'll know all of these. I'm going to take a guess before watching. This is already PT, but I'm going to assume another one's going to be the Psychonauts Hell Room, and then another really popular one was the old GTA. Was it? I think it was GTA 4 with the alien stuff.
Hey guys, welcome back to
which
another
GTA
video.
was.
Today we're going to be talking about the creepiest video.
I guess it could have been Ratman too, maybe.
Alright, so I know I said I was going to wear a costume in
Ghost
every
of
single
Halo
video in October, but sadly, this is only the second upload in October. Overdose, if you want to count that or not. It was just a music video. But to make up for that, in this video, I will be wearing 3 costumes to make up for the uploads that just didn't come out. And I know this concept of creepy video game Easter eggs has been done years in the past, but hey, this is a nostalgic video. Let's talk about some old games and let's talk about some new games. Also, I want to show you guys this music box. So as you can see, Freddy is on it. You guys want to hear something cool?
The PT thumbnail is clickbait? Uh-oh. I guess, to be fair, it wasn't really an Easter egg, it was just a whole demo. So what is this, a Five Nights at Freddy's music box?
Am I right? And also, I have a P.O. box. I've had one for over a year now. A lot of people always ask me if I have one. I used to do P.O. box openings on my second channel, but I got too busy. But I do it in private now, in case you guys want to send me something. Before we get into the video, I do have to say spoilers ahead. You see a title card and it says a game you're playing and you don't want it to get spoiled, probably best to skip it. But with that being said, happy Halloween, and let's get right into the video. Cuphead, hidden song file.
I don't know this one.
Cuphead is a run-and-gun arcade game released in 2017. The game follows Cuphead and his brother Mugman, who lost a bet with the devil after losing a game at the devil's casino. They are then sent on a quest to repossess the souls of people in debt as payment for Cuphead's loss. The game is known not only for its 1930s rubber hose visuals, but also for being incredibly difficult. But let's talk about the hidden file. A few months after the game came out, players found an unused song file within the game files. It was titled Muse Don't Deal with the Devil Vocal 666. Now this file contains the main opening song, except it's slowed about 83% down, reversed, given reverb, and a louder track of static audio. It also contains the laugh of King Dice from 29 seconds to 39 seconds, and from 42 seconds to the end of the song, the isolated vocals of Dice By begin to just repeatedly play.
Sounds like music I would have heard back in department stores when I was a kid, like in Macy's. Sounds pretty cool to me.
Let it be known that this reverse song is also played whenever you get the bad ending, but it's not slowed down and doesn't have the creepy laughs and sound effects added on. The next thing players found was even creepier. Upon dragging the file into a spectrogram, the devil can be seen within the waves.
Oh wait, that's super cool. What? Wait, that's fucking awesome.
These images are all taken from the fight in his first phase, his transition phase, and his second phase. Rumors quickly began circulating that this file was intended to be used as the main menu theme whenever players that downloaded a pirated version of the game would try to play.
I always love when they do that.
Screens are real, and let me know if you guys would like to see a video on that, because personally I'd love to make a video on that. And these are methods that developers...
I already know the coolest one. If he does make a video, I already know the ones he's going to choose. Arkham Asylum, if you pirated the game, or it might have been Arkham City, one of the Arkham games, if you pirated it, every time you tried and fly, your cape would not work, so you just get tangled in the cape and fall. Serious Sam 3, I think, you'd have an immortal scorpion that would follow you around if you had a pirated copy of the game. You couldn't kill it, and it'd just hunt you down and kill you forever. And then, there's one more that came to mind, and now I just lost it. Fuck. Those two go hard, though. Those two are great. Damn. There was one more I had in my head, and I forgot now.
use in order to punish people that illegally downloaded their game. All methods lead up to the same thing though, not being able to gain access to the full game due to an intentional bug or glitch. Anyway, like I was saying, players began theorizing that this file was used for the pirated version of the game and even started creepypasta stories about a supposed devil jump scare, which is completely untrue. Credit to Tetrabit Gaming for his YouTube short on this, as that's what led me to tell you guys this information. In this short, Tetra explains that one of his friends DM'd a Cuphead developer asking about the anti-piracy measure and if it was true or not. Is this an entirely fabricated lie? I mean, those people mentioned the weird music that has images of the devil when you run them through a spectrogram software, which can even be found in the official version. But is the jump scare a lie? We have no piracy measures, and none of us have ever heard of any jump scare. Perhaps someone made a mod? The song was only in the files because it was unused. That's it. Now knowing that it's fake, it's funny reading some of these comments. When I got the pirated version, I was freaked out. King Dice's laughter really showed how creepy it is, and I was also freaked out by
little RP, why not?
Music. That taught me to never pirate or make bad choices in video games. Yeah, Elijah, you're a fucking liar, and you're probably 12 too. The replies are pretty funny too.
Unlucky Elijah.
Elijah for lying. Let's head on to the next one. Idle screens, Fatal Frame games. Fatal Frame in Japan.
Is the chant out? I know that game. That game actually looked pretty fun. That's the horror game, right? This is out? I'm not gonna play it tonight. Maybe tomorrow though.
And Project Zero in Europe and Australia is a Japanese survival horror video game series created, published, and developed by Koei Tecmo. Debuting in 2001 with the first entry in the series for the PlayStation 2, the series consists of 5 main entries. The series is set in 1980s Japan, with each entry focusing on a specific location where supernatural events occur. The series draws on staple elements of Japanese horror and is noted for its frequent use of female protagonists. In the first 3 Fatal Frame games, leaving the game for a couple minutes will result in some very creepy idle screens.
Fatal Frame was a really cool game. Well, I guess series. Thanks to resub, Carlos. Did you play it on stream? What, Fatal Frame? No. I almost did. I wanted to play through Fatal Frame a long time ago back when I was streaming on Justin TV, but never did.
Besides the fact that they're ghosts. But imagine going to get some chips at 4 a.m., then coming back and seeing this shit on your screen. Well, to be fair, most people usually click pause before they go do something. And maybe this is Tecmo's way of telling you, hey, don't leave our games unpaused. Silent Hill's PT references, Metal Gear Solid 5. Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain is a 2015 stealth game developed by Kojima Productions and published by Konami. It's the 9th installment in the Metal Gear series that was directed, written, and designed by Hideo Kojima, and it was also his final work at Konami. The year prior, in 2014, that same developer, Kojima, released Silent Hill's PT exclusively on the PlayStation 4
good
store.
too.
PT standing for Playable Teaser.
Best horror game that never released.
Enticing new look at what was to come in the future. And don't even get me started on the beautiful trailer. Yeah. That's Norman Reedus. The demo was in first person and involved a looping corridor which had multiple different outcomes at random times and different endings. The demo led to an immense amount of hype from the community.
Every horror game still trying to rip off PT to this day.
After being downloaded
so true.
over 1 million times on the PlayStation Store. This was due to Kojima's departure from Konami. And I don't even want to talk about the resellers who try to sell their PlayStation 4s with PT for up to 4 figures just because PT is installed. Anyway, there are a ton of PT Easter eggs in Metal Gear Solid 5. Probably a nod from Kojima saying his final goodbye. So let's check them out. The main antagonist from PT, known as Lisa, was planned to be used as a decoy to distract enemies as seen in this 2014 demo footage, but was never used in the final game.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
まあこれは PT のリサおばちゃん3連発ワンツースリーおばちゃん3人の おばちゃんのトリオですね。
There's also a bunch of reused assets such as sound effects, but the most intriguing ones are the radio transmissions.
6-year-old daughter had the good sense to hide in the bathroom, but reports suggest he lured her out by telling her it was just a game. The girl was found shot once in the chest from point-blank range. The mother, who was shot in the stomach,
Thanks to give some bubby. Give me some jar.
Receivers called 911 found the father in his car listening to the radio. Several days before the murders, look behind you. I said, look behind you. He's chanting some strange spell.
This has led fans to theorize if Silent Hills and Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain take place in the same universe.
No, they don't. It was just a fun Easter egg.
Call of Duty Finest Hour. Call of Duty Finest Hour. Sound familiar? Well, probably not, because it was the third ever Call of Duty game released.
Death Stranding has a good PT Easter egg.
I hope you're
completely
all
random and doesn't happen with majority of playthroughs.
I'm aware you're all like 5. That was a joke. According to a poll which 100,000 of you guys voted in, most of you are teenagers and young adults. Yay, you're just like me. Anyway, this is the third Call of Duty game, but it was also the first console installment. The previous games were PC exclusives. Fun fact, by 2006, the PS2 version had sold 1.2 million copies and made $45 million in the US. Very successful to say the least. Anyway, in the mission Underground Passage, once going down the spiral staircase at the beginning, there's a large room with German soldiers in it, along with a passage to a larger tunnel on the right. Going into this larger area would spawn more enemies. On the right side of the tunnel, there's a door that appears to be unopenable. To open the door, throw 2 grenades at it, then go up to it and press the action button.
I love little Easter eggs like this. They don't do it anymore.
Then go down a narrow tunnel, which enemies and your squad mates will not be able to answer, but if all the enemies are killed, then your squad mates will follow. At the end of the hallway is the ghostly room, which is built in a circular shape. There appears to be no ceiling, with only candles floating in midair, and the room has a bunch of baby pictures hanging on the walls.
What the fuck? This is pretty cool.
This is easily the creepiest thing I've ever seen.
What?
There's also a huge rat under the stairs. I don't know why. But the creepiest part is the baby.
Oh, it had to be the NPC in the game.
Sitting inside of it. If you press the action button, he'll walk a few feet away, pose as a soldier, then walk through the wall.
This is a really cool Easter egg.
There's also a chair with a Kaiser Bear explosive on it. The pictures are most likely the developers' families, but I couldn't find anything confirming this. Personally, I think this room is a reminder that all soldiers serving were innocent children too at one point, but that's just what I think.
No, I still haven't played Dark and Darker yet.
Pennywise Balloon, Far Cry 5. Far Cry 5, released in 2018, actually has 2 Pennywise Easter eggs in it. Pennywise being the clown from Stephen King's It. The first is on this location on the map and is a simple red balloon outside of a swampy tunnel, calling back to Pennywise's iconic red balloon and how he'd hide out in the sewers. The second Easter egg is in O'Hara's haunted house. After turning on the power, you'll see this mysterious figure watching you and then walk out of frame. Entering the haunted house, we get the average things you'd see, except with real corpses. Heading to the attic will lead you to yet another red balloon, and pressing the action button on the payphone, you'll hear this.
Sounds like Mark Hamill's Joker.
There's also a note left on the couch which reads, "You have the fear of the devil. You need to fear it. You take a young person and take their body and mind. You use their empty corpses to find more young people whose bodies you can steal. No, 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 no. You will wish your mind was scooped out of your body because when it is through with your bodies, you won't want them anymore."
Well, alright then.
Death of a sports team.
How
Red Dead
pretentious.
Redemption 2.
Disgusting.
In Red Dead Redemption 2,
Speak
reading the
plainly.
newspaper, Blackwater Ledger, specifically number 69, you'll read that an entire athletic group has gone missing. Friends fear they have been foully dealt
Thanks,
with.
Prime
Members
Jacob.
of the
There's some
Blackwater
Sam.
Athletics Club are still missing, and their friends and family are excited by the gravest fears. They were last seen leaving the north edge of the town for a group athletics run, and although the most thorough search has been made for them, they cannot be found. Certain facts around their disappearance have given cause cause for suspicion. The affair has created a sensation in Blackwater and the surrounding community. They had departed on a run and had intended to return that same evening. Their friends are making a diligent search, and police in neighboring areas have been notified. At first, there were rumors that they had been kidnapped by Indians. However, this appears to be false, as no tribes have engaged in theft of livestock or kidnapping in some years. The Blackwater athletics team were training for a competitive meet next month and were expected to take top honors in fencing, wrestling, and baseball. Then heading to this point on the map, you'll find not one, not two, but all the bodies of the young men in a pile. Hey YouTube, this is a video game, by the way. It's not real. Don't give me limited ads again. Some members are missing limbs, and others have bags over their heads. It's pretty creepy. There's also a letter B made by those cut off limbs. The killer is most likely Edmund Lowry Jr., due to the fact that both in the grave and in his basement, there's a letter B made by the limbs of the athletes.
That's pretty interesting. No, I didn't know this one.
Alright, here I am wearing my next costume. What is it? Oh, that's
merch.
Right. The owner of the Earl brand, which is me.
Thanks to Reset Versus.
Oh my god, manufactured by Champion? Yeah, that's right. YouTuber with Champion. What's up? Not even being biased, super comfortable shirt. What do you expect? They're pretty, they cost a lot to make. So please buy some. But I specifically want to talk about our new Halloween drop. Yes, make sure to go check out our website. Look at that. It's Earl in the back rooms. How cute is that? Our website is designed for
Devs really went out on, yeah, devs went hard on Easter eggs for Red Dead 2.
2nd at midnight, and it will never, ever, ever be sold again. We don't do that. We don't resell stuff. We just put it out. We do have some designs that are always there, but this is a limited collection. As you can see, we have Ghosty Earl. This is one of our best sellers right now. We also have Undead Earl, and these sweatshirts are so fucking comfortable. I would not be promoting it this hard if I didn't think my products were good. They're good. They're fucking great. Oh, what's that? You don't like pullover hoodies or crew necks? Don't worry, we got you with zip ups. This is part of the fall drop. We have this little Earl University thing going on. What's that? You don't want this Earl design? You want some Halloween stuff on it?
The merch does look nice. There you go.
We have Zombie Earl embroidered zip up hoodie. We got anything of your liking. Remember, I'm trying to make this a mainstream brand, and it's looking so good so far. So
would you ever sell merch?
And make sure to use
Moistclipable
15 for 15% off anything at the store. You don't only have to get these Halloween designs. If you want to get this spray paint tee, use Spooky15. It's a code that will only be available
merch looks really high quality.
2nd it is. At midnight.
Those merch is solid.
The entire Halloween collection. I hope you guys support the brand.
When he came through, he gave me
really
some.
hard behind the scenes.
I still wear the hat pretty often.
Head over to the next one with my next.
It's a nice hat.
Apartment 3C, GTA Vice City. GTA Vice City, released in 2002, has a very cool Easter egg reference to the Scarface series. Very fitting, as they both take place in the 1980s setting of Miami, Florida. Apartment 3C is an apartment located south of a Pay and Spray in Ocean Beach.
I think I
the building has a pink roof with a unique stun jump and parked sparrow in it. On its south side, there are stairways leading up to the apartment room. Entering the building, a chainsaw is located in its bloody bathroom. Apartment 3C is a reference to the scene where Tony Montana and his colleague Angel walk into the Colombian Trap in a hotel apartment with the same interior, in which the hotel is called the Sunray Motel. Angel is then brutally dismembered and killed by a chainsaw in the bathroom, as referenced by the apartment in Vice City. And also, this is my costume for this segment of the video. We have Shrek ears. All right. Let's get over to the next one. Whispered Names, Black and White 2. Black and White 2, released in 2005, is a game that combines real-time strategy and god elements. The player takes the role of a god
this a big game?
Void to help villagers who invoke them. The player must also develop their nature according to their good or evil desires. Anyway, the creepy part about this game is that when villagers die,
never heard
the
of
game whispers death. Like, damn, y'all really making me feel guilty now. But at late hours in the night, and I'm talking about real life night, not in the video game night, late hours in the night, sometimes you can hear the game whisper your real name. It does this by scanning your computer's name, which is most likely your real name. And here are some examples of what that sounds like. David Aaron Wayne.
That's so fucking cool.
Sarah, Kat, Amy, Naomi, Helen, Karen, Rebecca, Payday, the heist.
It was
which
it was
Payday,
Peter's?
the heist introduced
Nice.
a new map in 2012
Thanks for using Pokemon
exclusively
and
for
Harrison.
PC players. Well, not so new if you played the Left 4 Dead series. The map was Mercy Hospital from the No Mercy map. Now that in itself isn't an Easter egg, but there is one room in the map that contains a familiar figure, a crying woman, also known as the witch in Left 4 Dead. She's one of the special zombies, and if you get too close to her, well, this happens.
Thanks, Risa Megan.
And in Payday, you get a little jump scare.
Nice. I don't play a lot of Payday, so I wouldn't know this one.
Ghostface, Super Mario 3D Land. It's no surprise that the Super Mario series is dedicated to children. But what is surprising is what can be found at the end of level 4-4. Avoiding the flagpole, standing in this corner, and waiting some time, you'll see this creepy ghost spawn in and then spawn out.
Alright.
At first, players thought this was just a part of this level, but this ghost can actually be found in all ghost-related levels. Credit to SwankyBox here on YouTube as he actually installed an out-of-bounds camera and got closer to this weird being. It has nothing to do with the storyline, and also looks human and not cartoony. He was able to gather the sprite files, and what we see is a figure that looks like a gray man wearing a darker...
Maybe it's a real man trapped in there by Nintendo.
Who or why this thing exists. Zombie sounds, Half-Life 2. In Half-Life 2, the zombies have some pretty painful screams.
Thanks, Risa Rochi. Yeah, the voice actors did a great job here, really.
But reversed, they sound even more painful and we can actually make out what they're saying.
God, help me! God, help me!
It's horrible knowing what these civilians are actually pleading. By the
I
way,
didn't know that.
Half-Life 2
That's
is
cool,
one of the best
though.
games of all time and changed the direction of video games. Just wanted to say that. I love that game so much and was obsessed with it a couple years ago. Even have a sticker of it on my laptop. So yeah, that sticker means I'm a super fan.
That's
Faces,
extra Reddit
Game Boy
updates
camera.
for that take.
When it's least expected, you're elected, you're the star today. Smile, you're on Game Boy camera. It's fun to look at yourself as other people do.
The Game Boy camera was released in
the
1998
fuck?
and was a cool idea for the time. It was
That just reminded me. Does anyone remember back in the 90s where they would actually have like adults and children be love interests? I don't know how common it was, but not long ago on Reddit, there was a big post about, I think it was blank check, maybe? About that kid who gets a blank check and he just buys a ton of shit. Well, there was an adult actress that was like his love interest. And at the end of the movie, she actually like makes out with the kid. It's so fucked. I think it was blank checked. I can't remember blank check. I can't remember exactly. Thanks to the Prime Pappy and the Tier 1 Ecomo. Yeah, it was weird.
It was an attachable camera that took pictures with a whopping 160 by 144 resolution. To find this disturbing Easter egg, you have to head to the shoot menu. There are many options here like shoot, items, magic, check, and run. Clicking run will result in a random picture of Africa that says you are now crossing the Jambo Nintendo equator. If you keep spamming this option, eventually you'll be met with a disturbing
Drew
face with
Gooden made a
graffiti
video
on
on it. Oh, I actually didn't see that one from him.
The worst
That's
part is that
interesting.
it says, "Who are you running from?" Bitch, you! What the fuck? Even creepier is that when you try to back out from the image, the text will change to, "Don't be so silly." Super weird to include something like this in something that is marketed for children. No one knows who those people are in those images, but it's safe to say they're just Nintendo employees. Psychomantis, Metal Gear Solid. In Metal Gear Solid, there's an enemy named Psychomantis whose specialty is being psychic. When encountering him, he does something really cool and spooky, which is read your memory cards to prove to you that he is psychic. The game was released on GameCube and PlayStation, so I'll show you guys some of his lines.
Now I'll read more deeply into your soul. I see that you enjoy Nintendo games. So, you like adventure games? You seem to like The Legend of Zelda, don't you?
Ah!
You like action games?
No, he's in my head.
Oh, so you've played Super Smash Bros. Melee before? You have not saved very often.
Heart of Happiness, GTA 4.
That's pretty cool.
In
I don't
GTA
remember
4,
that.
not only is the Statue of Happiness an incredibly creepy version of Hillary Clinton, but you're able to get inside of her. You know what? I'm not gonna pause on that statement. Yes, you're able to get inside of her. A helicopter is needed as you gotta jump out on the balcony at just the right time in order to gain access to what I'm about to show you. There's a funny sign outside that says no hidden content this way, kind of like GTA San Andreas's there are no Easter eggs up here, go away Easter egg. Entering the non-solid door will lead you to a dark room with only a ladder in it. Reaching the top will lead you to the quote heart of Liberty City.
Nice.
You can go back down from there, but then you're stranded. Only way out is to jump off the building or finding a way to die. In GTA 4's DLC, The Ballad of Gay Tony, it's possible for Luis to pass out from taking too many shots and wake up in this room with a parachute. Ghost
pretty cool.
Stroller, GTA 4. Underneath the Broker Duke's Expressway,
A lot of
there's
GTA 4
small
ones
baby
here.
stroller sitting upright on the ground. Its placement could be a reference to
Everyone
there
knows
being
about
no
this one? I
children
didn't remember
in the
that
game.
one.
Players claim that the stroller is haunted.
It's been a long
because
time
it
since I saw
sometimes
GTA
seems to
4
move
Easter
by
eggs.
itself, but this may be a result of a spawn glitch, which could possibly cause it to roll down the incline by itself. Nonetheless, it's still pretty creepy to include a stroller in a GTA game. And in case you're wondering, a dead... Can I say that? Can I say that? I'm gonna censor that. A dead can be found in GTA 5 on a website called acceptthechaos.com.
What is this? Can't say I knew about this one.
Giant Squid, Assassin's Creed 2. If you're wondering why my voice sounds like that, it's because of this fucking fake ass goatee, which I'm not gonna wear. What the fuck do they expect? Jesus, why is that? Why
Is it pretty? I don't know. It looks like a good costume.
Mojo, I'm recording a video, bro. I'm gonna get out. But yes, in case it wasn't clear, I am Walter White for this part of the video. Oh, you guys have
Time
no
to
idea
cook.
what's going on behind the scenes of just removing clothes, putting it on. Please leave a like, dude. Please leave a like. I am a good YouTuber, you motherfucker. By the way, these are prescribed glasses. Did you guys know I have prescribed glasses? I've never said that in a video, ever, not even on the second channel. This is how you guys
Those
find
are some
out,
huge
I guess.
spectacles.
I never wear them. I think they look disgusting. Anyway, yeah, let's talk about this giant squid in Assassin's Creed 2. A giant squid lurks within the assassin tomb. The tomb sits beneath the Venice church, and if the player makes Ezio look into the water for more than a minute, a cutscene will be triggered. The cutscene will reveal a giant squid swimming.
I actually haven't known the majority of these. I didn't know this one either. Jesus.
If Ezio looks again, the tentacle darts from the water and almost strikes the character.
He's a tier 1 Tangly.
Doom 2, John Romero. In Doom 2, which was released in 1994, players can find the head of video game director John Romero in a room that can be accessed without using cheats. It appears in Doom 2's Map 30 Icon of Sin. Map 30 is Doom 2's final map.
Hey, leave him alone.
When
Stop hitting him.
damaged, and if hurt enough, the level will end.
Go! Fuck your... Go! Go! Fuck yourself! Go! Fuck yourself!
Nice.
The Hidden Message, Sonic CD. Sonic CD, released in 1993 for the Sega CD, is your average Sonic platformer, except that on the main menu, if you press down, 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 left, right, A, in that order, you'll be taken to a secret sound test screen where you can enter different combinations of numbers to hear sound effects and music from the game. Though entering 46, 12, and 10 will lead you to a very horrifying screen.
Isn't this just Sonic.exe?
The background shows some weird, almost human version of Sonic. I personally think it looks like Waluigi, but the scariest parts are the lifeless eyes. The direct translation of the text is Infinite Fun, Sega Enterprises, image by Majin. Majin directly translates to devil, which adds a whole nother level of discomfort. Though Majin doesn't necessarily only mean devil, it just means a powerful supernatural being. But still, why is it signed by Majin? Well, Masato Nishimura was a landscape designer for Sonic CD, and his childhood nickname was Majin. It's a reference to himself. But the creepy music? I mean, that's a pretty fucking scary song, especially for a kid's game. Well, in the Japanese version,
hey, Sonic's not for kids. It's all ages.
Sounds like. Yeah,
I like the other one better,
right? Both of those songs are actually the final boss music in each of the video games. And it seems like Majin wanted to use that epic, cool final boss music in the Japanese version, and when it got ported over to the US version, we get an even creepier product. When released here, the vibe was completely changed. But still, not gonna lie, even though we have more context to this situation, it's still a pretty fucking weird thing to do for a kid's game. A lot of these, some of these on these lists are kids' games, and it's just like, why? Why the fuck did developers do that? No idea.
Just for some fun, really,
yeah,
honestly.
Let's head on to the next one.
I think that's probably
Super
why.
Mario Galaxy 2. In Shiverburn Galaxy, several shadowy figures with hollow eyes can be seen standing on a cliff in the background. They belong to the Galaxy's sky model, which simulates the sky by rendering at a fixed distance from the player. As a result, the figures can't
I actually do know this one.
And give the illusion of following Mario through the galaxy. The texture, named Hell Valley Skytree, depicts two unique figures. No one really knows what they are: aliens, ghosts, creatures. Again, just like the Super Mario 3D Land Easter egg, this is a very unique thing to add to a kid's game. Creepy Voice Jam Sessions.
Jam Sessions
is a guitar simulation game released in 2007 for the DS. Though if you let the A6 chord play out, you hear a very creepy voice saying, "Forgive us."
What? I didn't even hear it. I guess I kind of heard it.
What the fuck? Well, it's actually not that creepy. All it was one of the recording engineers saying "next" in Japanese. They just forgot to trim it out. When I was doing research on this one, I was
That's
like,
kind of
this
cool.
is the best one. And then I like fully read through. I was like, oh, okay. Still pretty creepy if you don't have the context. But let's head over to.
I could hardly hear that.
All right, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like. I try to get some more creepy topics for
like found
October,
footage.
and I'm sorry for there only being 2 uploads. I really am, but I'm telling you, I've been busy with my real life. We got more videos coming November, December for sure. I know I'm the best YouTuber, Chillo. I know I'm the best one, but go follow me on Instagram. We're almost at 100.
There's an Easter egg in Black Mesa has someone voiced the famous Navy SEAL copy pasta.
I'm serious about it. Go follow me on Instagram. Go buy from Earl as well. Seriously,
he didn't even include the Psychonauts one. I'm surprised.
And go stream my music. Happy Halloween. Make sure to stay safe and don't do anything stupid. And go follow me on Twitter. And I'll see you guys next time I upload.
Bye, Tav. Here's the Psychonauts one, though. This one used to be a pretty big deal back in the day. Here.
Come on, this party can take you to a world of pain and pleasure. Now quick, let's get back to the party, okay? Darling, if you're looking for the makeup room, you've come to the wrong place.
Yeah, this one was cool. Didn't she run an orphanage and it burned to the ground? I don't remember. It was something with that fire, obviously, and then the people, like, she still feels guilt. So when you're in her mind, you can go to this secret area where, like, everything's on fire and there's these spirits there crying out for help and she can't help them. Thanks, Resub Chaz. Should speedrun it again.